Hello everyone. Today I am starting chapter elements of group 13, 14 and 15, and we already studied p block elements. The p block elements are those elements where the differentiating electron or the last filling electrons enters in the outermost p orbital. And I think you also know that the p subshell maximum accommodate 6 electrons. So this will give rise 6 groups. From group number 13 to group number 18 is p block elements group. The p block elements show greater variation in the properties than s block, and right now we are going to study the properties of group 13, 14 and 15. Now group 13, 14 and 15 elements. First of all, let's start with group 13. Group 13 is called boron family, and it is having 5 elements, which are boron, aluminium, gallium, indium and thallium. Group 14 is called carbon family. It is having carbon, silicon, germanium, tin and lead. Group 15, it is nitrogen family, having nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony and bismuth. So group 13 first. If we are seeing the electronic configuration of boron, it is helium 2s2 2p1. If we are seeing for aluminium, it is neon 2s2 3p1. For gallium, it's argon 3d10 4s2 3p1. So one thing is common is that the outermost shell electron is having general electronic configuration ns2 np1. As we are moving down, we all know there is a gradual addition of new shell, but the outermost shell electronic configuration remains same, and which is ns2 np1. In case of carbon family, if you are seeing the electronic configuration of carbon, it is helium 2s2 2p2. In case of silicon, it is neon 3s2 3p2. So in outermost shell, we are seeing there are 4 electrons, whether it is a case of carbon, silicon, germanium, tin or lead. On moving down, we know the shell is increasing, but the outermost shell electron configuration remains same. So we can say the general electronic configuration for group 14 would be ns2 np2. On the same lines, group 15, that means nitrogen family. If we are seeing the valence shell electron in case of nitrogen, phosphorus or arsenic, we are saying their general formula for group 15 would be ns2 np3. So this is what we talked about, the general formula of group 13, 14 and 15. These elements do not occur in free monoatomic state. They used to find as a compounds or in combined state with other elements, or they used to find as the polyatomic molecules. Means like nitrogen used to exist in a form of N2, which is diatomic. Phosphorus used to exist like this tetraatomic, which is P4. Carbon is existing in different forms, like one of the form is fullerene, which is having 60 atoms, and we can say C60 is the molecule of the fullerene, and there are so many other uh, forms we used to see for the group 13, 14 and 15 elements. Now, trends in atomic and physical properties of elements of groups 13, 14 and 15. Elements of group 13 used to show wide variation in property. Like boron is metalloid. It is glossy, it is hard like metal, but it is poor in electrical conductivity. It is like, used to show some property like metal, non-metals. The other elements in the group are fairly reactive metals. Aluminium is third most abundant metal in the earth crust, as we all know already. In group 14 carbon, we all know it is non-metal. Silicon is metalloid, which is brittle, and it is hard, but it is having metallic luster. Germanium is also brittle and hard and lustrous metalloid, tin and lead down in a group are corrosion resistant or moderately active metals. Corrosion resistant means they used to make their oxide, and which that oxide used to be accumulated over their surface, and that oxide layer act as a protective layer against the corrosion or the aerial oxidation. Group 15. Group 15 is the nitrogen family. This group includes three traditional type of elements. It is having nitrogen, which is gaseous, brittle phosphorus, which is solid and non-metal, arsenic, antimony, these two are metalloids, and bismuth, which is moderately reactive metal. So variety of elements we used to see in group 15. Now, chemical properties of elements of group 13, 14 and 15. And the first foremost chemical property is their variable oxidation state. Oxidation state. Oxidation state is the primary chemical property of all the elements. The highest oxidation state exhibited by the p block element is equal to the total number of valence electron. And total number of valence electrons means I'm talking about total s electrons and total p electrons. This is sometimes called as the group oxidation state. In boron, carbon and nitrogen family, the group oxidation state is the most stable oxidation state for the higher elements. Beside, the elements of group 13, 14 and 15 exhibit other oxidation states also, which is actually lower than the group oxidation state by 2 units. And the lower oxidation states become increasingly stable as we move down to the heavier elements in the group. Like, I want to say the general oxidation state used to be shown by group 13, 14 and 15 as +3, +4 and +5 respectively. The total number of electrons which are present in their valence shell, that means in s subshell and p subshell. In case of group 13 there are 3, so oxidation state would be 3. In case of 14 it is 4, so oxidation state would be 4. And in case of group 15 the valence electrons are 5, so oxidation state is also 5. But other oxidation state state I am stating, it is lower down by 2 units, and the reason is inert pair effect. The increased stability of oxidation state lowered by 2 units. Then the group oxidation state in heavier p block element is due to inert pair effect. In these elements, 2 s electron are involved less readily in chemical reaction. This is because s electrons of valence shell in p block elements experience poor shielding effect than the valence p electron. Okay, this is why the other oxidation states are seen in case of group 13, 14 and 15. Now, bonding in compounds of group 13, 14 and 15 elements. The lighter elements of group 13, 14 and 15 have small atomic size and they have high ionization enthalpy values. They used to form covalent bond, and you all know covalent bond used to be formed by the overlapping of valence shell orbitals. As you move down in a group, the ionization enthalpy is lowered and atomic radii increases because gradually there is an addition of valence shell with the element, and heavier element in these groups used to form ionic compounds or ionic bond. The first member of these groups belong to second period and do not have uh, d orbitals, and these three elements are boron, carbon and nitrogen. Because there is an absence of d orbitals, so they cannot expand their octet, and the subsequent elements in the group possess vacant d orbital in their valence shell, which can expand their octet to form variety of compounds. Thank you.